We're back. And we're back. Okay. So we say these closing prayers together. The words of Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, la'tekru la'liot seher b'reshit, shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz, u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shchinatu zo b'gofhei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein hod. V'nachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Let us now praise the sovereign of the universe and proclaim the greatness of the Creator, who spread out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. Therefore we bow in awe and thanksgiving before the one who is sovereign over all, the Holy and Blessed One. V'ne'emar v'chaya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz Bayom hahu, bayom ha'echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. Thus it has been said, Adonai will be sovereign over all the earth. On that day, Adonai will be one, and God's name will be one. Well, friends, even though we are not together in person, and while the minyan typically is reserved, the Kaddish rather is reserved for a time of the minyan, I think it's really important that we get together virtually and say those names and give the Kaddish all to the people who are mourning this week, to know that they are not alone. So I'll give a few names of our yahrzeit list this week, and if there are other names via Facebook, you can write some extra names as well so that we know, and same on YouTube with the chat that you can do as well, or you can say those names to yourself. Here at Temple Israel, we honor those who have passed in the past 30 days, Shloshim, Deborah Lou Wallach. And we observe the yahrzeit, the perpetual memorial for Jonah H. Strauss, Max A. Kersnit, Raymond M. Price, Roger Wood, Sonia Barash, Tova Tony Kempler, Edith Chosnick, Jeanette Newman, Zelda Cohen, Melvin Greensfelder, Albert Bush, Sylvia Goldman, and Emma L. Winsky. To those names, we add any others that you might have. Please feel free to say a name, type in a name if you like for Kaddish, so that we can all mourn with you. And you can say a name that we've already said if you like, or a name that you'd like us to know about. Please feel free to type in and say that name. You can also say those names in your hearts silently. Know that you are mourning, but are not doing so alone. We give thought, of course, to all those who do not have someone to say Kaddish for them. We think of the 6 million who died in the Shoah and those who died defending this country and the state of Israel. And we give thought to those who are who we have lost to this pandemic. Those in this world, we are all connected as one community. So let's say these words, these holy words of Kaddish, and find some comfort with the names that you have provided. Thank you. As well as the names that we have, and know that we are with you as you are mourning this week. And though you are not together with us here in person, please know a whole community stands around you and gives you comfort. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitrom yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata ta'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama Rabbah min shamaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who brings peace to the high places bring peace over us and over all of humanity, as we say together. Amen. Before we end this morning, friends, and I thank you so much for joining us virtually, I'd like to give a few announcements as to what's been going on here at, or what is going on here at Temple Israel. So we will have Shabbat services via live stream once again on Friday, March 27th. Join us electronically. If you're already on, great. Facebook, if that works for you. YouTube, if that works for you, or our website, that's fine. Remember that all of this will be saved so that you can watch it at your leisure as well. But being present allows you to, as our Facebook friends have been able to do, say names, comment, whatever you'd like to do so that we know that you're there. You know, we thought about the toiletry drive that we've been doing to benefit YWCA. And while we thought originally, you know, there's not much we can do because we are, you know, barred from the building or whatever, we're thinking that really this is a time when people really do need these items. So we do encourage you during this time until April 8th to please continue to come in and bring items. These are toiletry items, so soap and conditioner, trash bags, makeup, all these things that the shelter is in need of. And you can come in, you can, you know, wash those hands, put it in, and then head out. You don't need to interact with anybody. But I know that the YWCA will be very grateful, especially during this time, for those who are in need of those items. So please consider stopping by between now and April 8th and providing some of those items. Thank you. So we have a rather depressing schedule of events and changes. Shabbat services right now will be only live stream. We're waiting for note from the board and the executive committee as to what's going to happen after that. My guess is this will continue, but we will let you know what's going to happen in April. Things like Adult Hebrew 101, I know that Karen Fanook is doing that online, so please contact her to make sure that you can do that and keep up with your Hebrew. In terms of our Hebrew classes, 5th grade and Hadelet and those sort of things, obviously we can't meet in person, but it's up to the parents to decide if they'd like to do some online teaching with me. We've sent out an email to parents individually. We'll find a time if you'd like. Otherwise, it's okay to take a few weeks break if the kids are overwhelmed with live stream school at their own and they just can't stare at another screen. We totally get it, but it's up to you individually. You know, if certain people want to do 4th grade or 5th grade or whatever it is. Same goes for bar and bat mitzvah training. We want to keep that going, but that's up to the parents in terms of what they'd like to do. Obviously, religious school, LJCRS, there's no class. No PAW meeting. Our environmental task force, unfortunately, we have to cancel that as well. Really a bummer is Kibbutz and Craft Beer over at Brokerage Brewery. That's canceled, obviously, since we can't go to any bars anymore. The Jewish Connection book group, that's canceled. Our sisterhood meeting, joint meeting with Sons of Abraham is canceled. We're scheduled for a learner's minyan on April 3rd. I think we can probably do a learner's minyan as part of that Friday night service, so we'll keep an eye out for that. To fill in Tuesdays, we're going to have to push back again to when people can come into the temple again, so that's canceled. The community Seder, we made the hard choice of deciding that it wasn't in everyone's best interest, frankly, to not have an in-person Seder. So my monthly reminder, we'll talk to you about all the things that we can do about individual Seders for the home rituals and that sort of thing. I'm happy to lead one online, a live stream for you. And we've already spoken to, I and Philip Schlossberg have already spoken to Payless about trying to get some of those items, those kosher for Passover items here so that we don't have to drive to Indianapolis or Chicago. So it's my hope that you can get those items, go home, and have a nice Seder with your family. Also, a big disappointment is that the 39th Greater Lafayette Holocaust Remembrance Conference has been canceled. I think they're going to try to reschedule that for the fall. I think everything will sort of be rescheduled for the fall. So it's my hope that we can do that and host that here at Temple Israel. So not a lot of good news, but we hopefully understand that these are the things that will keep our community safe. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here. Yeah, they are the saddest announcements ever. Thank you, Barry. It really is sad that we can't do any of these things. What really was, a disappointment is that we had all these amazing things that were coming up in March and April and May, all these wonderful events, and unfortunately they have been pushed back. But we will adapt, we will change, and we will celebrate our Judaism in all kinds of ways. So please do not lose hope. We will get to these things, and we will create our community. Temple Israel is still a center of Judaism for all of you in the community. Please know we have phone, we have email. If you need me, if you need pastoral care, please call, please let me know. I'm happy to check up on you guys as well. In the meantime, please be safe. Please don't go out unless it's really necessary. Wash those hands, stay healthy, and please have a Shabbat of peace, a Shabbat of rest. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.